Davey Allison's number 12 coming back out again. He's running in the third position as we get set on this restart. How do you think he's doing?
He's doing good, Ken. You know, that car right there is one of the narrowest race cars on the track. It's a 55.5-inch wide race car, which means it's awful hard to drive. We built that car for ultimate speed, and we talked with Davey about, you know, getting the car tight and all, and it's probably going to take him a while to get used to it. It seems like he's really got the handle on it.
If the car is narrower, does it also make it warmer?
Yeah, everything's packed in that thing awful tight. You know, that particular car spent extensive time in the wind tunnel. There's no air inside the car at all.
Let's go to Chris.
Michael Annett, let's talk about the driver change. Brian Scott, NASCAR makes you declare which series you are going to earn championship points in. And Brian Scott, who did race in the Daytona 500, is racing full-time in the Xfinity Series. Michael Annett drives for a different team. He is full-time in this series with a full-time sponsor. His car didn't get out to make qualifying laps, didn't make the race. Brian Scott stepped aside.
Now Mike Dillon is driving his car. Let's go to Dr. Jerry Punch for the update.
Well, Bob, it is very good news, at least what we've heard so far. Dale Earnhardt was taken into Florence to McLeod Regional Medical Center, where he underwent CAT scans, computerized scans of the head, neck, chest, and abdomen, and all those scans, we are being told, are negative at this point. He is awake and responsive and alert and undergoing further tests, but at least those tests that we're concerned about right there, the CAT scan of the head and chest and abdomen, are negative, and that's great news. Let's check in over with John Kernan.
Again, Scott Speed failed to qualify for this race. They basically made a deal, worked a deal with Joe Nemechek, the owner and driver of that 87 car. Joe has a lot of friends, gets a lot of help from that team.
Joe, I hope you got insurance, buddy.
You see just in front of Edwards, that 18 car, Michael McDowell has gone a lap down in the exchange of the green flag pit stops. Update on the 18 from Vince.
Well, Michael McDowell, as you mentioned, in that 18 car, one of the big stories of the day, the big story of the weekend, with Kyle Busch being parked by NASCAR. Busch is here at the racetrack. In fact, he is sitting on top of the pit box near crew chief Dave Rogers, but no radio communication between Busch and McDowell at this point. In fact, McDowell and Dave Rogers trying to get a handle on this race car that right now McDowell says just doesn't feel like it's in the track the way it needs to be. So they made some slight air pressure adjustments to try to help him out with the handling, battling the sun as many of the teams are, as it has come out as well. You've got to imagine how difficult it must be for Kyle Busch to sit up there and watch somebody else drive his race car.
Yeah, Vince, and that's exactly the question I was going to pose to Dale. Is people want to talk about the severity of the punishment for NASCAR, but for a race driver, can there be anything more harsh than sitting there watching somebody else drive your car?